Hey there, Todd Whatley, Generations Legal Group. And today we're up to question number 32. What is a Miller Trust? All right. Very common question. And if you're listening to this in a state that's not Arkansas, please understand not every state requires a Miller Trust. What this is dealing with is Medicaid. Okay. And it's the issue of Medicaid regarding income. All right. This is a trust, but it's also known as an income-only trust, which means only your income can go into this trust. You cannot put assets into this trust to qualify for Medicaid. And a Miller Trust is not used in every state, all right? So you need to check with your local officials and see if you're what is known as an income cap state, meaning that there is amount of income that you can make and no longer qualify for Medicaid. Well, that income cap tends to be fairly low. It's about $2,700 in most states. And nursing homes tend to be $8,000 a month, okay? And so if you make $3,000 a month and the Medicaid income cap is $2,700 a month, that means you don't qualify for Medicaid. But nursing homes cost at least $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 in some states. So what do? You're over the cap, you're disqualified for Medicaid, but you don't have enough money to pay for the nursing home. Well, that's exactly what Mr. Miller went to court and said, hey, the price of nursing homes and this number that you've imposed on this income cap don't make sense. I make over the income cap, but I don't have enough money to pay for the nursing home. And so that case out of Colorado, federal law says you can create an income-only trust and put your excess income into this trust, and therefore you will qualify for Medicaid. Now, what I said was exact. Your excess income has to go in there. You can put more than your excess, and typically I recommend that you put all of your income in there just to be safe. Put all of your income from its current account, wherever it goes into, the normal banking account that your Social Security, pension, whatever goes into. Once you need nursing home care, this is the very last thing we do when we're applying for Medicaid, is to make sure the Miller Trust is in place and that their income goes into the Miller Trust for the month that they want to qualify. This is not something you do early. It's an irrevocable income trust, which means once you do it and you put money into this trust, it's gone. You can't get it back. And you can only spend it the way that the state tells you to spend it, which is typically on your nursing home. And so this is not a pre-planning thing. This is the last thing we do. Once we have everything else in line, the last thing we do is deal with the income that's too high. We create the Miller Trust. You go to the bank and open up another bank account in the name of the Miller Trust, which is the person applying for Medicaid. It's their name, irrevocable income trust, typically is how it's titled. Open up that bank account. So now transfer your money from your current bank account. When the income goes in, it's just the income goes from your current account into this Miller Trust account. Then pay the nursing home from the Miller Trust directly, and you do that for every month from now on, and you get on Medicaid, okay? If you've heard, oh, I make too much income to qualify for Medicaid, you're apparently in an income cap state, and therefore your income's not too high. You just do a Miller Trust, put your income into the Miller Trust, and then pay the nursing home from the Miller Trust, and you're now qualified, all right? Now, I've skimmed the surface on that. There's a lot of things that go into depth on that we probably need to go into. And if you're otherwise qualified, but your income is too high, you probably still need to hire an attorney who understands this process so they can make sure that you do it correctly. All right. We would love to be those attorneys. So if you do need us, please give us a call, 479-601-4119, or you can go to our website, generationslegalgroup.com. A lot of good information there, and you can make an appointment. All right. See you next time.